Questions from the audience? Raise your hand or just stand up. Nice to see you. I already asked a number of your questions.
Oh,
in one.
So my question specifically is relating to current protection of our collectives, which a majority of our collectives in Hawaii are Kanaka driven, Kanaka owned, and we just saw one of the first federal raids happen in Keaholole. We haven't had a federal raid for medical cannabis since Robacher Farr, Cole Memo. Is there anything that's being done? Because if it can happen with Keaholole, I guess Keaholole is a big farm, but there's a ton of other Kanaka collectives that exist that are doing the same thing that aren't breaking the law, that are following the law. So is there any plan to make some protections for these people who are currently growing? Because this is going to be the future of our cannabis space. They're already doing it. They're already here. How can we protect these people instead of wipe them out? That's the question.
Is it for me? These are card stacking.
Yeah, cards. Well, you know.
Okay. So collectives right now operate in a what I would call, and we can, you know, I mean, like the way I describe it is not the way it is for everyone, right? But it exists right now in a gray area of the law, right? So 2 years ago, when the dual use task force was created, I put in a provision that extended out the sunset of collectives for 1 year, and we put in an appropriation in the budget to have the Department of Health Office of Cannabis Control and Regulation propose a licensing regime for collectives to bring them in, because I think the sentiment in the Senate was that because retail operations for medical cannabis were so heavily concentrated in populated areas, in areas near, you know, high commerce areas, that there was a legitimate access concern for medical users. What we got instead of a licensing proposal was the not fully completed dual use task force report. And so last year I just went for legalization, in part because the new governor